So today I tweeted out and asked people to send me 15 to 30-second clips of them telling me and everyone what they think about the new Instagram redesign that just came out yesterday. So I think we got some really cool stuff, and I personally am super excited about this one. I know the team worked really hard over there. I really love the new notifications, the bright color and drop shadow. I think that's super nice. This camera is super solid. I love how clean it is. There's no big colors anywhere. It's just focus on the image. Love this. And I really love how clean just the whole feed is. I think that's super sweet. All the colors and everything just got all the way. Now it's just black and white. And the images just pop, like really, really nice. So I'm super stoked on that.
So let's talk Instagram. To be honest, I like it. I like the new app icon. My phone automatically updated. The new app icon caught my eye. Was surprised that it was Instagram, and I liked it. And then the interior of the app, really love that they took out the color, leaving all the focus on my content, my photos, my videos, and yeah, so Instagram.
Okay, so I'm actually loving the Instagram redesign. I love what they did with the app UI. It's super clean, it's very minimal, and yet nothing changed with the experience, so everything is still familiar. I think that was really great. I like the changes that they made with that. The app icon, different. It was really unique. It was kind of like, whoa, okay. But I really like what they did with it. It was a very different approach. They still used the rainbow colors from the original app icon, and I felt like that still was intentionally retaining some of the familiarity we have with the brand, and yet put a really fresh spin on it with the gradients. So I don't know, I thought it was cool. I'm kind of digging it. So yeah.
Yo, Dan, I want to say I'm pretty surprised with the new Instagram logo. Not.
What do I think of the new Instagram redesign? I think it's Beyonce. I think she was great before Destiny's Child. I think she's great after Destiny's Child. Never had problems with her then. Don't have any problems with her now.
Instagram. I don't use the app. The gradient reminds me of a sunset right away. And I think a sunset is something that is like a very common subject of a photo. So I'm glad they kind of put the content more front and center. I think that was kind of like the entire impetus for this redesign. They didn't do it for no reason. Otherwise, they would have done it a while ago if they're just trying to be new. I mean, every other app has a gradient icon. Like, I think it actually blends in better because it doesn't feel out of place in an outdated way. It's definitely like bright, but whatever. Yeah, I think it's really rad. I know a lot of people are really bummed out about it, but I like to see apps have their own style, you know, like, and it's really unique. I don't think uniqueness has its own innate value. I mean, I think you should follow trends in some way to like make people feel comfortable with your product, but I don't know. I don't use it anyway, so I just like looking at it.
Hey Dan, Edwin Tofsla here, designer out here in Oregon, currently moving to Montana as we speak. But quick thoughts on the Instagram rebrand. One, do I like it? I actually do, but a little bit caveat going on here a bit later. Is it the right decision for Instagram? I don't think it matters because they're essentially a really huge established brand, and anything in the same vein is going to be it's fine for the short term. Is it recognizable enough? Yes, but I think any other brand, I'd say no. They just have that iconic square camera, and they've owned it for so long. They're basically going to own it for a long time. Are there pitfalls? I think so. I think they basically went too generic. While you know it's Instagram because it is Instagram, and you look at it on your phone, I think they strayed for a logo that was super iconic. I mean, everything about that thing, between the lens and the rainbow, even down just a little camera in the corner, a little flash or viewfinder, whatever it is. I mean, they kept that, but just that whole little thing was just beautiful. It might have been dated, but I think they just went way too far. And while I don't mind simplification, and I don't mind the trying to bring gradients back a little bit more, I really do not like that they essentially open the door to create a trend. And I think in the next 6 months, you're going to see a lot of brands kind of move towards the Instagram direction, where you're going to get a little bit more boldness, a little bit more pattern and simplicity, which isn't bad, but the old logo was untouchable, and this one is very. People are going to take it down pretty easy, and they're going to copy it, and it's going to get saturated pretty fast with the same type of design everywhere. That's it.
First reaction when I saw the logo this morning, I was like, tropical. This thing it's too colorful. There's going to be some Instagram revolution against this thing, but I've been using the app all day, and it's clean, it's fresh, it's minimal, it works.
Dan, it's Raleigh Felton. What do I think about the Instagram redesign? I actually like it from a UI perspective. Not too big fan of how it looks on my home screen, but I think people will get over it. The thing that I think they lost some brand equity with the redesign. Actually thought in the era of flat design, having a unique icon that stood out, even though it was old, had a lot of equity in it. So, yeah, I mean, people will get over it. It'll be a household icon after a while, but overall, I think it feels like everything else that's out there. And even though their UI is cleaner, they, I think I'd rather stick with the old stuff, but I don't know. I know there are a lot of thoughts went into it, so I'm not gonna hate on anybody's stuff. It looks pretty good overall.
I actually really like Instagram's new design. I really think they captivated the less is more. Their icon made me feel like a Sound of Music happy. And then, when you actually open it and you see the minimalistic effect with the black and white, and then the pops of color for the icon, and then you're actually scrolling and there's no noise whatsoever. You're able to go through the pictures and the videos, and you actually really get to get a different type of experience that you haven't had so far. Great job, Instagram.
I think the new Instagram is fantastic. I think the design choice they made with going with the stark black white really lets the content shine, and that's what Instagram is about. It's about the photos, it's about the video, it's about the user sharing and getting all the UI and the Chrome out of the way was a great choice. It really didn't change that much, so people don't feel lost. It's not a whole new way of navigating, which I think is really smart. The team did a really great job with that. The new icon looks great. I really like that they've kept that design language across all of the icons now. I did find myself looking for the old icon a few times, but that's with any new app when they change their icon. It takes a minute to get used to it, but I think it's a really great change, and I'm really excited for the future of Instagram, and congratulations to the team.
Hi, I'm Chris from Denver. I think Instagram's new logo is awesome considering the challenges and constraints of designing for hundreds of millions of users a day. I love gradients, and they're incorporated in my designs and my logo, so I'm happy to see gradients coming back on such a large scale.
Hey, this is Mike at Ember Studio. I like the new logo, honestly. I know it's kind of getting mixed reviews, but I feel like it's a pretty strong update to the old one. It gets rid of some of the stuff that made the old one feel a little bit dated. The leather texture is gone, the shadows, the beveled edges. I think it's a win. I think it's probably right on point with what the brief was, and they did a pretty good job with it, with updating it, so I dig it.
Hey, this is Kevin Hawkins. I'm a UX designer and freelance product designer, currently working for Capital One. I think that the Instagram redesign is sleek and cool. However, I think I would have preferred a dark UI, and I don't know if I like the return of the gradient.
Hi, I'm Savi Lacombe. I currently live in Chicago and I work for Raise, and this is my Instagram reaction. When I first opened the app today, I was surprised because the app was totally different, with colors going mainly into black and white. But as I started scrolling through my feed, I realized that the photos seemed to pop out a lot more because you had, especially with color photos against everything else being black and white. And so as I scroll through my feed, I seem to be more focused on the photos. And I think because Instagram is really all about the photos, changing it to black and white keeps that focus on the photos and keeps your eye drawn towards those photos as you scroll through it. And that's a good thing. It's pretty awesome. So, thumbs up.
Hi Dan, I'm Francis from Romania, and my reaction to the new Instagram logo was, I know gradients are back, but really, rainbow?
Hey Dan, so regarding the Instagram update, I actually really like the new design. Like, I feel like it makes the content really stand out, and it's giving a focus to pictures, which is what Instagram's all about. And it's really honing in on that design ideology that the picture and the content is what's meant to stand out, and everything else is just secondary to that.
I think it's really cool that they're going all white just because it's a photo app. It's just a platform. But I do get concerned seeing an app going so bare, just because I think it might be a sign of general design trends going for that, like, just one step above a wireframe again. I'm a little bummed to see the very last skeuomorphic app icon gone. I don't know. I think it was cool. That was their thing. If I was them, I would probably feel the pressure to replace it too. But I think they were doing just fine.
Dan Petty asked me, do you like the new Instagram logo and design? I love it. Way better than the old one. I like the white. It looks more modern and nice. I like it. It looks crispy. I like that. It's awesome.
Hey Dan, what do I think about the Instagram logo? Yeah, I look like the Instagram logo. See the perfectly round square? Okay.